Today we're diving into a story of mystery, war and treasure. It's a tale of the infamous Japanese general, a hidden fortune worth billions, and a mystery that still haunts treasure hunters to this day. This is the legendary story of Tamayuki Yamashita and the lost treasure known as Yamashita's gold. The year is 1945. World War II is nearing its bloody end, and the Japanese Empire is on the verge of collapse. The Allied forces are closing in, and across the Pacific, Japan's once mighty military is retreating. But amid the chaos and destruction, a shadowy story begins to emerge, one that would be whispered about for decades. The story of a hidden treasure plundered from across Southeast Asia and buried in secret caves somewhere in the Philippines. At the center of this mystery is General Tamayuki Yamashita, once celebrated as the Tiger of Malaya for his swift and brutal conquest of British Singapore. But by the end of the war, Yamashita's name would be linked to something far darker, a fortune in looted gold, jewels and priceless artifacts, stolen from the occupied territories of Southeast Asia. According to legend, as Japan faced defeat, Yamashita and his men were ordered to hide the treasure in his secret tunnels and caves throughout the Philippine Islands. The plan? To retrieve it after the war and rebuild Japan's empire. But here's where the story takes a turn. As the Allied forces swept through the Pacific, many of those who knew the treasure's exact location were killed, including Yamashita's closest officers. The treasure, if it ever existed, was lost, hidden in the dense jungles and mountains of the Philippines. After the war, Yamashita was captured by Allied forces and put on trial for war crimes, but he was found guilty and executed in 1946. But the mystery of Yamashita's gold didn't die with him. In the years that followed, rumors of the treasure persisted. Locals spoke of tunnels filled with gold bars, crates of jewels, and ancient artifacts, all hidden deep underground. And the treasure hunters from around the world came searching, hoping to uncover what was believed to be one of the greatest fortunes ever lost. And some of them claimed to have found it. One of the most famous stories comes from 1970s, when a Filipino man named Rogelio Roxas claimed to have discovered part of the treasures, gold bars and a golden Buddha statue hidden in a cave. But before he could prove it, the treasure was allegedly seized by the Philippine government under President Ferdinand Marcos. Roxas later sued the Marcos estate, claiming the dictator had stolen the treasure for himself. The case would drag on for decades, adding even more layers to the mystery of Yamashita's gold. So, what really happened to Yamashita's treasure? Did it ever exist? Or is it just a legend born out of the chaos of war? Many believe that the treasure is still out there, waiting to be discovered. Others think it's already been found and stolen by those who knew how to keep it a secret. And here's the twist. Some say the treasure wasn't just about gold. Some historians and theorists believe Yamashita's gold included ancient religious artifacts, even relics of great spiritual significance, looted from temples across Asia. If true, this would make the treasure not just a financial prize, but a deeply symbolic one as well, one that could rewrite history itself. But with no definitive proof, the treasure remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. Was Yamashita's gold real, hidden in caves and tunnels waiting to be found? Or was it just another legend of war, born out from the chaos and desperation of a defeated empire? What makes this story so fascinating isn't just the treasure, it's the idea that even the darkest moments of history legends can take root and live on. Yamashita was executed, his empire crumbled, but the legend of his treasure continues to inspire, to mystify, and to drive people into the jungle in search of answers. So, what do you think? Is Yamashita's gold real, hidden somewhere beneath the mountains of the Philippines, or is it just a story, built on greed, ambition, and war? Join us next time as we continue to explore the unbelievable, the mysterious, and the remarkable lives of those who've left their mark on history, whether we believe it or not.